I'm really making over her whole kitchen.
I could really actually teach you, like just from this, did you make this?
Yes, I did.
I could teach you, there's one thing in here that you probably don't know about, just because you made it out of lentils. Beans.
It's steamed lentil that I got at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Trader sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
I've had to go. I have my thing. We've Trader Joe's stuff. Here it goes.
The entire nation is under attack. Like the entire food industry is taking over, and it sucks. But one of the greatest things I've learned from the man, Dr. Job, that I was telling you about in Sedona, is about phosphates. What phosphates are heavy metals that, like calcium, it's like mineral, like earthen minerals, rather than live minerals that you'd find like in an apple or a seed of some sort, you know, a fruit. Instead, you find like calcium and salt inside rocks and stuff like that, and you find that people are eating all these rocks and they contain phosphates. Like the chemical that is in calcium in the rock form is called tricalcium phosphate, which they put in almond milks that they recreate, and you know, coconut milks. You see that in every single one of them is tricalcium phosphate, which is it's a heavy metal mineral. And that it gets caught in your skin tissues. And if you take a pencil or a pen and you rub it along here, right next to your bone, wherever you can feel your bone, you'll feel a bunch of little bumps.
Crystals.
Yeah. You should feel, it should be flaccid. Your skin should be completely flaccid, straight to the bone. It should be smooth to the touch.
Okay.
As hard as you go down.
Because I can't really feel it.
Let me show you. Feel that bumps? It's like,
okay, so it's
that's
not
all
like
phosphates in your tissue. It should just be clean, just like smooth to the touch.
What do your phosphates do to your body?
Phosphates are like, as
you don't mind
metals,
them filming you, do you?
That's fine.
Okay.
Heavy metals attract electricity, right? Like if you put a big heavy steel pole up in the air, it's going to conduct lightning.
Okay.
So if you have these heavy metals inside your skin tissues, your heart operates off of electromagnetic pulses. We all know that too. That's simple scientific understanding, is that our heart pumps from electromagnetic pulses that go through our body. And that's extremely effective when you add a different electronic process going inside your body, which all of the foods that we eat these days are filler foods. You know, wheat, rice, corn, beans, you know. You go down the list, there's bananas, they're not even real anymore, they're so genetically modified, and they spray down the plants with these chemical fertilizers that have phosphates in them. Phosphates create that more plump look to the fruit of the cow, you know, it always creates that plumping, and it does that because it's a heavy metal inside a living tissue, and it creates that bruising kind of tissue, you know, and it just blows it up a little bit more, so you got fatter meat.
Sounds tasty to me.
Oh yeah,
why
it's
you have
fantastic.
obesity.
Yeah, it's simple to explain, you know? Like, once you figure that out, and it's like all these phosphates creating this just tiny bruising process, and you got them in all your tissues, you know, then it just creates this lumpy process, and you got this fat growing over you, and that's generally why people get obese these days, you know, because, and they don't teach you in your health class that beans have a 40%, like 40 phosphates to 1 calcium ratio, and wheat would have 10 phosphates to 1 calcium ratio. And then meat has like 200 and more phosphates to 1 calcium ratio. And all these phosphates going inside there don't get digested at all, and they just get caught in your skin tissues, they get caught in your intestines, they cause what you call silent inflammation or celiac condition, which is the cause and root of all cancer as we know it, which can be cured in all ways, shapes, and forms through food, and how you eat it, and how you know.
So this is too much beans, just a little bit. Would you say that?
Well, I mean, I'm never going to say that you should eat what you enjoy. You know, I mean, that's what my teacher taught me, is that you should never be too picky, but to understand what is in your food and what it can do to your body is good. That's what he taught me. He explained it to me like, we're all children these days. Like, people are so uneducated in this society that we live in that they don't even know how to feed themselves. They don't. They really don't. Because they take food and they just shove it in the tank and then they go. You know, it doesn't matter. Like pizza, everyone eats pizza, right? Everyone loves pizza. Pizza's a favorite in the family, right? Everyone loves pizza.
The kids love pizza.
Everyone loves pizza. You can't get away from pizza. Cheese is amazing. I mean, I hate myself for it, but I love cheese. Man. Cheese is amazing. But damn, this stuff is so bad for you. It's like, look at it.
The caseins, we don't have the enzymes to even digest
Exactly, enzymes. You gotta, it's...
Do you know about zeolite?
Yeah, I know about zeolite. And I saw they have turmeric in your bathroom, and I'm glad that you have turmeric in your bathroom. I'm glad to see that. That's a good one. That's great for digestion.
And blood pressure.
Yeah, basically what I'm... Get back to the phosphate thing. Is that the reason that's like so bad for you mostly is about your heart, how I was saying. It affects the palpitations in your heart, which really shortens your life altogether by like half. So really, humans could be living twice as long as they do these days, and as opposed to what they are.
They cannot die.
Yeah,
I'm on the, I think